Welcome back to the 990 podcast.
Welcome to the 990 podcast, guys. My name is Ray.
My name is Jay.
Merry Christmas, by the way, people.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. By the time this comes out, right?
It's Christmas Day. Yeah,
Yay, yeah.
Merry Christmas. December, the month of December is always nice, Joe, for me. I for one, am a big fan of Christmas.
Yeah.
I love Christmas.
Is this your favorite holiday?
Oh, yeah, by far.
Mine's too.
Yeah.
Mine's too. You know,
By far.
Sometimes they give you the choice, like, you rather have Thanksgiving off or Christmas? I'm like, is that even a question, fool? Yes, I want Christmas off.
Do you know anyone that doesn't like Christmas?
The Grinch. I mean, honestly, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Christmas. I mean, maybe
Well
I don't know. Maybe if you don't celebrate Christmas, I get it. But if you do
Sure.
celebrate, yeah,
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure.
I know one person that doesn't like it.
Yeah, who's that?
And when, we won't name names, but starts with a B. Starts with a B.
Okay.
Shouts out, Brittany, Crease.
You just named them.
Crease, if you're listening to this, I miss you out here.
Yeah.
But she was the only one that I know.
Oh,
doesn't
because
like.
I'm Mariah Carey?
Is it?
Is that the reason why she didn't like
I
it?
don't know.
Oh, she
just does not like Christmas.
I remember she hated Mariah Carey during this time of year. Okay. Well, shout out.
Now, full transfer. I gotta ask her if this is okay to be put on.
Man. I think she'd be okay with
cool.
it.
Yeah. Crease is cool. But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. Today we're going to be talking about all things Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about Christmas lists, movie songs potentially.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so I think we'll start off with what Christmas means to us.
Okay, for sure. When I think about Christmas, I think about family. Number one, first and foremost, right? So, Christmas was always a big deal in my household. I think that ever since I can remember, it was just a big thing for us. And I think when you're a little kid, you just think about presents, right?
Yeah.
So like you just think about like, okay, cool, presents on the tree. You got your tree going. Like you just think about the superficial aspect of like, I'm getting stuff for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then the older you get, the more you start thinking about like, okay, what do I get for other people?
Sure.
And then after a certain point, you just start thinking about what does the holiday actually mean, aside from the gifts. And for me, it was just always a time for family. Like, I think for us, it's interesting because growing up on the Big Island, it was just my mom, dad, my sister, and I, and that was it. Our whole family was on Oahu, so we would come up for Christmas every single year, and that was probably the one time that I would get to see everybody. So all of my cousins, aunties, and uncles. So it was a big deal. But that's pretty much what I think about when I think about Christmas. What about you?
Yeah, I think for myself when I was younger, that's probably the highlight of Christmas is what presents am I getting.
Yeah.
Weird to say, we didn't get presents from
You
our
mentioned
parents
that. You mentioned
in
that.
one of the episodes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it was one of the aunties, Tita Minnie, that would always get the kids something cool
Oh, so your favorite auntie then?
during that time. I don't know about now.
Sorry, auntie.
Sorry, auntie. But yeah, she was always generous with the kids and always getting us cool presents.
Right.
Presents is a huge one when I was growing up, but then like you said, as you get older, you start to realize or becomes more clear to you what it means to you. And for me, I mean, there's the faith side of things with Christmas. Jesus being born on. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not like the 25th. But just the representation of that and his birth, and that's kind of what, in the grand scheme of things, in the heartfelt portion, in what I think Christmas means to me, that's pretty much the big thing.
That's interesting. Okay, so I had discussed this previously, but my mom still goes to church to this day, and growing up, we would go to church every Sunday, and then and I think I discussed this prior, but after a certain age, my mom just left it up to us, like, do you guys want to continue to go to church or not? And it just kind of was in our court. as an adult, when I stopped, when I was living on my own, I remember this would be the holiday that I would actually go to church. Yeah, and it meant a lot to my mom. I think
yeah.
it's so crazy because now you think about just how you prioritize things differently and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I might talking about this now. I'm gonna just see if I can swing this. But I know my mom goes every Christmas Eve. Maybe I'll see if I can make that happen. That would definitely make her day for sure. But yeah,
Are they in the Big Island?
no, they're here.
Oh, okay,
They're here.
okay.
Yeah, mom and dad are here. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we're real lucky. We're real lucky that they're here on island, so we get to see them quite a bit. But I know that every Christmas Eve, it would be a big deal for my family to go to church. And my dad don't do church at all, so he would put on the aloha shirt and the slacks, and appease mom that way.
Yeah.
Good on you, Dad. Good on you for sure.
Right on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So with that said, what are some of the traditions growing up? I mean, we're talking about family now. Going to church, Christmas Eve. Any traditions that stand out to you?
Yeah, I mean, so because gifts were such a big prevalent thing for us when you're a little kid, I remember this thing where they would allow us to open one gift on Christmas Eve. Okay, so you gotta wait, and it's so funny, right? When you're a little kid, you're like, oh my gosh, like you cannot wait,
choose?
right?
Yeah.
Like you. I remember being in Oahu. We would come up and then we would go to my dad's side of the family during Christmas Eve. And shout out to them, like to this day, just incredibly generous people. I'm in my 40s and I'll still get a gift from them, and I'm like, I don't even know why, but thank you, thank you so much. And but I remember when we were kids, we would just get showered with gifts. When my grandma was still alive, like her, my Aunt Rose, like all of my aunties and uncles, we would just get gifts. My sister and I got spoiled, and I think mainly because we didn't live on island. Whenever they would see us, they were like, okay, this is the time that we could really just shower them with gifts. So we would just leave with just bags of gifts, and we would bring it over back to my other grandma's house, which we were staying at. And then at that point, it would be pretty late at night, and my mom and dad would be like, we can't open one gift, and you kind of got to decide which one. I remember like you naturally as a kid, when I was younger, I would gravitate to like the biggest one.
Sure,
like,
yeah, for sure.
I want to see what I got, And then as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna get the smallest one. Yeah, because I'll just wait for the big surprise tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Let's get that Macy's gift card out of the way. You're looking for envelopes on the tree.
Yep, that's the one I want to open.
At the time, you're like, oh, Tower Records, $20. Thank you.
Well played.
Yes. What about you?
We don't really have. I think that was one.
Okay.
Picking out a gift.
Yep.
But again, it wasn't. It's weird because for myself, I always had a weird. Not getting a gift from mom and dad.
Okay.
Like I was kind of butthurt about it. But
they're like, we made you. That's a gift. The gift of life.
Again, I think I mentioned it last time, but we didn't get gifts from them, but we got what we needed throughout the year.
Yes.
And so like a great example of that would be like in high school, I took photography, and it was a film class, and film, and we got into film and digital, but I needed a digital camera, and they got me a digital camera there. And that's kind of like their way of, showing their love in a sense.
Do you feel like, and I maybe I'm reading too much into this, I feel like maybe they did that to show you just appreciation of like, hey, you know what? Like whatever you need in this world, we will take care of you, but it shouldn't be about this one day. I'm
sure in their head, it's probably, I think that's probably it. Yeah. Also, my parents, mostly my mom, she was frugal, and she was really good. I wouldn't say frugal, but she's good with money.
Okay, got you.
And so she knew kind of when we could have nice things.
Yeah.
And I understood early on that her intentions was not to prevent us from having nice things.
Right.
She likes nice things herself. She collects earrings and jewelry, jewelry from like Saudi Arabia and
what?
things in the Philippines.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and so she likes nice things, and I think I got that from her, where I love watches and all
Right.
these intricate things, but for her it's like getting it at the right time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so growing up, it was a weird thing because I'm getting out of topic here, but I don't know. It just felt weird. I think it only became. I was only okay with it like later on in life.
Right.
Yeah, because again, as we're talking about it, as a kid,
Well, you got your friends, right? And your friends are like, "Oh, what'd you get for Christmas?" You're like, "Nothing." I got life, guys.
Gift for life. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably one of the main traditions. I'm trying to think, bro. We don't really have too much.
Did you guys get together as a family during Christmas time?
We did, but it was just our core family,
Okay,
right?
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and in the morning we'd open gifts.
Okay.
It wasn't
When you
Christmas
say
Eve.
core, you talking about your siblings, your mom and
Since
dad?
mom and dad.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I think I mentioned that it was just kind of us.
Yep.
That moved out here.
Okay.
And so cousins were kind of like distanced in a sense.
Got
we
it.
had cousins, but we weren't really like close.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of traditions, we didn't really have much. Even to this day, I think we're just kind of like spend time with the family.
Yeah, man.
I mean, crazy.
But that's what it's about, though. I think stripped down, when you think about like just stripping down the commercialization of what Christmas has become.
Yeah.
When you just think about just quality time with your family, that's really what it's about, right? For sure.
Yeah. I mean, now that I have Zozo, I'm wanting to create traditions for Zoe because
This is her first Christmas, though.
Right? Yeah. No.
Oh, wait, no.
No. Yeah, last year.
Last
She
year was
born
her first.
year,
Okay.
Yeah, but she didn't remember anything.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you want to implement for her?
Oh, I think Christmas lights.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know if that's considered tradition with the family, but we did try to go to Christmas lights every year.
Yeah.
As you get older, it's almost like it's Christmas lights. We've been there.
You talking about
many
downtown,
times.
like near?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The Honolulu.
Honolulu. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it is, Ray? Is that Hawaii is unique in the sense that we got the lights up, but it's still 80 degrees out. Right?
It's somewhat a little colder, but not.
You might put on a long sleeve t-shirt, but it's not you're not talking about winter coats here, right?
Yeah. You are able to put one, I think.
Huh?
You are able to put. I mean, you start putting jackets, but
For sure.
it's not like we're shivering out here, guys.
No, I know.
This might sound like good news to others, but
Yeah.
I love the cold.
Oh, I
wish
love
it was,
it.
I wish it
love
was cold.
Hawaii is just so different in the sense that we just kind of have this even climate throughout. It's just funny though, when I think about like just the way that we dress year round. I mean, unless you have West Side Banga, I don't know. Those guys, they got on winter coats all the time. I don't know what's up with that.
I'm like, bro, aren't you hot? Like, come on, guys, come on.
But for the rest of the island, t-shirt and shorts pretty much year round. Yeah, I think that's why like traveling has kind of been nice too. Just seeing just different environments during this time of year. I think we've talked about it. So Tristan and I really, really want to take a trip this time next year to really try to get that winter experience, that Christmas experience where it's cold, potentially snow. That might be kind of cool.
That would be sick.
We're thinking about New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you been before?
No, Josh asked me because she wants to go.
Mm.
I'm like, I don't like crowds, bro.
New
I'm
York?
just not a fan.
I went when I was younger, and I think I was too young to appreciate it, and I was scared. I was straight up scared. I remember like going on the subway, and I was just like freaked out, and I think I might have been about like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
But I remember just feeling very afraid, and I think it was just mainly the crowd thing.
Yeah.
Whereas now I probably would really, really enjoy my time there.
Really?
Yeah.
Do Did you
For
see
sure.
any rats back then?
Oh, no, I didn't.
No.
I didn't. But yeah, definitely some suspects there.
Yeah. I do appreciate the shows that are going on there though. So all
for
the
sure.
shows and musicals that
Yeah.
I would love to see.
No, I mean, but you know, in general, New York's just such a populated place. I mean, it's it's interesting. Hawaii is a melting pot, but we're on an island. New York is a melting pot, and it's just part of the mainland U.S. But I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's just such a concentration of people and cultures that
Yeah.
it's really interesting. I mean, I think that would be cool to kind of feel that in a cityscape versus here on an island. But yeah, it's not for everybody. But I'm excited. I think that might be a trip that we might have to make for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's could be part of a tradition, right? Speaking of traditions, now that I'm thinking about it, December, the month of December, it's
Yeah.
our wedding anniversary on the 1st.
Oh, now you just think about this. Wait. So how many years?
We just celebrated 5.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
congratulations, man.
Thanks, bro. 5. Yeah,
Nice.
I mean that could be another podcast in itself.
For sure.
But we
You guys do anything
always-
cool?
Not with because Zozo is here now,
Okay.
and we always traveled. So this was our tradition.
Okay.
We would travel.
Okay.
Every December.
Right.
The last time we went without before having Zoe was Spain.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
and
right.
Spain was awesome. And we're just trying to we're kind of getting that travel bug now.
For sure.
Now that Zoe's a little older.
Yeah, she can do it, right?
Yeah, she can do it now. And we're actually looking at tickets to Japan.
Nice.
It's getting affordable. It's super affordable right now.
Well,
bro.
right now, I mean, so many of my friends have gone or are in Japan currently, and
Same,
it's
same.
very affordable.
Yeah,
I think why there's a reason why there's not a lot of Japanese tourists here. It's because again, it's just the conversion is not good. If you're American going over there, yeah, you're getting more
good.
bang for your buck right now for sure.
Yeah, and we're trying to take advantage of the free air flight for Zozo. So I
Okay.
think if you're under 2,
Really?
it's free. I gotta double check, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Okay,
But
nice.
that's kind of the traditions that we have. Hopefully that can go on now that Zozo's a little older.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's kind of the traditions. That
I like
we
it.
have.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice, man. So when you think about Christmas, okay, so like we talk about, of course, presents, we talk about decorations and how that feels, but like what are some of the things that you remember? Like what are your core memories when it comes to Christmas, maybe in regards to like movies or like music and whatnot?
Music, core movies and music. It's always the Christmas songs.
Okay.
And I start to play them on November.
So
right
you
after-
love Christmas music. Are you a big fan?
I'm not sure if I love the music.
Okay.
Maybe the atmosphere that it brings.
The nostalgia of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I do like Christmas music.
Yeah. Okay, well, so what what do you play?
What I play? There's the Carpenters Christmas album.
Okay. Yeah. Old
yeah.
soul, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, yeah, Carpenter. Yo, shouts out Karen Carpenter. She's probably one of my favorite female vocalists. She might be the top one. Who knows?
Hey,
but
my,
she's
my
top one.
dad is a huge fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Carpenters?
Like, yeah, man. Like he's got a vinyl collection. My dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's so sick.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Carpenters is one of them though. For
Carpenters.
sure.
Yeah, Carpenters. That's a Christmas album. In Sync. Christmas
This
album.
guy.
We're going from
In
Carpenters to NSYNC.
No, I'll be honest. The Insane Christmas album is
Yeah.
pretty legit.
Yo, yeah.
It
It's
is.
good.
It is.
It's something to play
For sure.
Recently, I've been trying to add on to the Christmas playlist because, you don't get. I wouldn't say I get tired of the same songs, but you just want to expand on the
Right.
Christmas vibe. And
When you think
Christmas.
about Christmas, obviously the number one song was probably "All I Want for Christmas"
Yeah.
by Mariah Carey. For better or worse, right?
For better or worse, the close second would probably be Wham.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Mariah Carey's got the
For sure. Wham! I forgot about Wham.
yeah,
That's
George
a good
Michaels.
one. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now that we're talking about it, there was one year when she started when she did a live version again in her later years.
Couldn't hit the
man,
runs.
Couldn't hit the runs, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
It was it was rough. Memes were everywhere.
Yeah.
Memes were everywhere.
It's tough, man. I mean, Obviously, she's talented. You know, you can't take
Before.
away from that. Yeah,
I don't know about
I mean, but how can you maintain that? How can you maintain that as you age, right? People's voices just change. You can't maintain that level.
That's why I think about like artists, Joe, that have very high ranges and registry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you got to start singing songs that are a little much lower, because when you think about
For
your
sure.
older, when you get into your older timeline, and you got to play live stuff,
Falsetto, you can't do it.
can't do it. It's not the same.
Oh, absolutely.
I watched. We were at work one time. I was watching an Air Supply.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder how these guys sound live.
Not the same.
It was bad, bro.
Oh,
It was bad,
really?
yeah, because he sings super high. Yeah.
Air Supply, Frankie Valley.
Frankie Valley.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
Can't do it
nah.
anymore. I mean, there's a lot of people.
There's a
that-
lot. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know how Bruno Mars is going to do it, bro. His registry is so high. Like, I don't know how he's going to do it.
I think he's got a few more years. I think
Oh
he's-
no, yeah. I mean, no. But I'm thinking like long term.
Long term?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
for
if you want
sure, for
longevity wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. So yeah, shouts out Mariah Carey though. You
I
got a
mean,
banger on you.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure, You know, but yeah. All right. So when we think about movies,
What about for you for songs though?
songs?
Is there something that sticks out, or things that you listen to on the regular?
Tristan has a playlist, and then the
Okay.
playlist basically will include all of the hits, and
Gotcha.
mainly Mariah Carey's on there a lot, and she's got the NSYNC in there, but a lot of the Christmas classics too. And I think in that sense, she's a traditionalist.
Gotcha.
It just puts her in a good mood. You know, we were kind of just talking about the decor of the house right now, and
Yeah.
this is her time to shine. You know, she loves Christmas, and don't get me wrong, I love Christmas too. I don't like unpacking boxes and bringing them out of storage, which is my job. Her job is to decorate and make the house look beautiful, and it is. Like, I'll come home and the house looks amazing, but the days prior to that, I'm not happy at all.
Hey man, I gotta say, the Christmas soap in the bathrooms was really good.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You like that? You like that candle?
Oh yeah. I was like, after I walked out, I was like, this smells good and this feels good. I gotta go to Bath and Beyond, or not Bed Bath and Beyond. What's that place called?
Bath and Body Works?
Bath and Body Works. Yeah.
This guy was
Gotta hit him.
dropping all these corporate names here. Trying to get sponsorship so bad here.
Well, as you know, guys, this is our real agenda.
No, but yeah, she will go to the she'll do the sale. So there's like I don't know if it's Black Friday, but I remember this memory because I was so mad at her. Like, they'll have a sale of the candles, 5-wick candles, and it'll be like, I don't even know how much. I think they're like, I don't know what the regular price is.
Okay.
But maybe they might be half off.
Sure.
So therefore,
That's a good deal, though.
Girl math, like, now she can buy twice as many. And she will literally max it out and then go back the next day and max it out again. Like, there's a limit to what you can buy. So if you go in our closet, I literally have... You think I got enough ammunition for my guns? She's got more candles than I do ammunition in the closet because we burn that year round. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, she'll kill me. She loves that. She loves that. I think a big thing for her is scents. You know what I mean? So like, when the house smells a certain way, you get that certain feeling, right?
Yeah. Do you guys have a wreath up? I didn't notice.
We do. We got a wreath up.
Is
in
it
the back.
fresh, like real?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. We do everything real in this house.
I gotta give that a sniff before I leave on my way out.
Yeah. This year we got a beautiful tree. I love our tree. It does not smell. It's kind of weird.
Did they put chemicals there, Jay?
I don't know. It's a noble, but yeah. I mean, like, it was funny because we went and the guy was awesome there. We went down to Lowe's and then there was here I am dropping coverage. Here we are, Lowe's. There wasn't a tag on the tree. The tree was in the $120 pile, and there wasn't a tag. And I went to the register, and the guy was like, "Oh, where's the tag?" I'm like, "I don't know." It was like $120, and he's just like, "Let's just say it was 80." I'm like, "Hey, man, Merry Christmas."
Merry Christmas. Or plot twist.
Yeah,
he knew that one doesn't smell.
possibly.
And so he just
Sucking guy.
Yeah.
He probably just looked at he looked at my wife. He's like, "You got candles." So we'll see. But yeah, anyway, my house is definitely festive.
Yeah.
You know, I know we got a static shot here, but if we did a 360, you would kind of see what we got going on, what we're working here.
Yeah.
But yeah, in regards to music, pretty much of a standard playlist. I think more so we're you know me, we're the movie
Yeah.
family, right? When I think about Christmas movies and quintessential Christmas movies, my top gun would be Home Alone, man.
Home Alone. Which number? OG?
1 and 2. So 1 above 2, but 2 is a close. It's close. Like growing up, Home Alone for me was everything that I thought about when I thought about Christmas. Like and it holds, for whatever reason, it holds to this day. Like you can watch it all the way through, and even though it's kind of corny, and truthfully, Kevin was kind of a sociopath.
Yeah.
There's this theory that Kevin could possibly be Jigsaw from the Saw franchise.
Really interesting. What in the world?
Yeah, like they got this multiverse idea that if Kevin grew up, I don't know if the age frame works out, that he would just become Jigsaw because he set up all of these traps, which I love, because if you think about it, like that would be instant death for anybody that went through that house.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci survived to see another day, right?
Also, Kevin McAllister just got awarded.
Shout out to Macaulay Culkin, man.
Star in
Hey,
Hollywood.
that's a big deal. That was, I don't know, I was really heartfelt. Like, did you watch that ceremony?
I just seen the highlights.
The clips?
Yeah.
I watched it all the way through. His mom from Home Alone was on there.
Yeah.
Actress is escaping my name at the moment, but it was just really nice, man. I mean, he just seems like a dude that grew up in the spotlight and didn't have the easiest upbringing.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about like what happens on camera is very different behind the scenes, and I know he didn't have the easiest life growing up.
Yeah.
But he just seems to have landed on his feet.
Yeah.
You know, he's got an awesome wife. He's got 2 kids. He seems to be madly in love.
Yeah.
He seems to just be in a really good place, and it was really nice seeing that. He just seems so gracious and happy to have that honor of having a Hollywood star.
When I seen that previously, I've kind of followed. I didn't follow his page, but I've seen things from him that was like super out of the blue,
Right?
And very eccentric.
He's a weird dude.
Borderline, yeah, kind of weird.
He's kind of a strange guy, man.
Super strange.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I think it might be that child actor syndrome, you know?
Yeah, and you know, it was dark stuff in the beginning. It was dark stuff. But then after that, slowly started being like a little bit more friendly.
Yeah.
Still weird to me, but
he's kind of you hit it. He's an eccentric dude.
Yeah.
I think about like it's kind of opposite, but I think of Daniel Radcliffe in Harry Potter.
Okay.
Another weird dude.
Yeah,
No.
really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I say weird, I don't mean I don't know the guy. I mean, we're not gonna hang out tomorrow or anything like that. But
Sure.
But you know, like I think choices they make might be against character types. So you have this idea of who these people are based off of the characters, and then you see them in real life, you're like, oh, that's strange, but maybe that was them to begin with, right?
Interesting. I just watched the I don't want to get too drift. I don't want to drift too far, but I just seen a documentary of him and his stunt double, and it's actually called The Boy Who Lived. It's
no
crazy.
kidding. Where'd you find that?
I think it's on HBO.
Really?
HBO Max.
Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
Guys, we really want some corporate sponsorship, you know?
But
Hit us up, please.
It's about his stunt double.
Okay.
Who eventually gets injured on the job.
Okay.
And it's just kind of like it follows his life of, you know, when he started, just almost like a biography, right? Autobiography. But it's very interesting to see Daniel's point of view, because he seemed very heartfelt and caring about this person.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because they grew up together almost.
For sure.
But yeah, that's a cool documentary to look up. But anyway, back to Macaulay Culkin. He, you know, knowing him from outside of that
Yeah.
that ceremony or that award or whatever you want to call it. I just seen him as a weird. He was into weird things, I should say.
Yeah.
Knowing that perspective, having that perspective of him, and seeing him talk about his wife Brenda and his kids was very heartfelt.
For sure.
It was really cool to see.
Absolutely. And I think what's interesting is, and he said it in the speech, was he was saying like, thank you for making me look cool in front of my kids. But I want them to remember that I was a kid at one point too.
Yeah,
and that kind of hit me in the
feels
because I was like, like this guy, he's like, he's grown now. He's a grown ass man. He's got a family. He's got kids. But at one point, he was just a little kid trying to figure out the world, with every spotlight and camera on him, right?
Yeah.
But going back to the movie itself, like I just remember that. I mean, to this day, like Tristan and I just talk about it, and we're just like, we got to play Home Alone. Yeah. And it's something where every Christmas we'll have it on loop.
Yeah.
Because, to us, that's just kind of like, again, the quintessential Christmas movie of, just like, I really liked it growing up because of obviously, like the comedy aspect of like, wow, these guys are going to get effed up walking through this house. Right. But more so, just the meaning of like family and how important that was, like coming to the realization that all I really want for Christmas is my family. And growing up with that sentiment and just realizing how important family is, it always resonated with me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's definitely up there for Christmas movies.
And then you got the second one and you're like, wow, this family really sucks because they forgot it twice, right?
The third one I wouldn't even consider.
It's not even Kevin, man.
Did
you watch it? I've never seen the third one.
I watched it, but it wasn't.
Is it Kevin like played by another kid, or is it a completely different story?
I think it's completely different. No, it's a different person, but same.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Same premise, but just different.
I think a lot they highlighted the traps and all of that.
As long as it's not Kevin McAllister,
no, I don't think
cool
it was.
with that.
I don't
okay.
remember. Yeah,
that wouldn't be okay with me.
Is there? So same. Is there a second to that?
Movie? Second movie.
Movies,
Okay, so this one it's more just because of tradition, like Christmas Story.
Which one?
It's called A Christmas Story. That's the one with Ralphie. He wants the BB gun. This ringing a bell here. Okay, so TNT, USA TNT, it'll play it every single year, marathon, back to back. And this movie's been around for a very long time, and it consistently plays. And I mean, honestly, it's more just because it's always playing. I kind of associate that with Christmas.
I see.
Yeah. But if you were to ask my wife, like, what the most important movie for her, it would probably be Elf.
Oh,
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And I know you've seen that.
I've recently seen that too.
Recently?
No. I rewatched it. Sorry.
Gotcha.
I rewatched it just to clarify what I think in my head was. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
For sure.
Which is on HBO Max right now.
Another one? Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Yeah. You talking about
Jim Carrey?
Okay,
live action. For
that
sure.
one was an interesting one. Just because it was Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey plays a lot of very heightened, facial expression type characters. Yeah. So that was pretty cool to see.
For sure.
Yeah. For me, there's a few in mind.
Yeah.
One of them is Serendipity.
Oh,
Serendipity, John Cusack.
Hey man, that's a deep cut. I like that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good movie.
What's her name?
Oh snap!
I see her face right now. I just don't.
She's in
know.
Underworld. Jeez.
Yeah, not Catherine. Man, it's gonna come up. But yeah,
this is gonna bother me.
Should we look?
Yeah, look it up, dude.
Look right now. But as I'm looking it up, Serendipity, John Cusack,
Kate Beckinsale.
Winslet.
Kate Beckinsale. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I was going to get mad. I was like, dude, this is another celebrity crush of mine. How are we forgetting this?
Kate Beckinsale's beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
Beautiful lady.
No, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
It's always, I have to watch it every year.
Yep. I know another one, Love Actually.
Love Actually? Okay. Yeah.
That's a Christmas movie.
Clarify for me. This is the one with multiple stories going on.
Multiple stories going on. Yeah. It's happening in London. I think there's a lot of actors that are in that one. And then kind of the stories kind of connect.
yeah.
I remember that was introduced to me a little bit later. My boy Nolan told me about it. That's his favorite movie.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm like, interesting choice there, but
Yeah.
no, he told me about it, that being his favorite movie, and I remember watching it. I'm like, it's pretty good, not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Another one for me is talking about Jim Carrey. It's A Christmas Carol, animated.
Oh, wait, animated?
Yeah,
Jim
animated.
Carrey was the live action though, right? Scrooge?
Was it Jim Carrey?
Is it? Okay.
There's an animated one, A Christmas Carol, I believe.
Is it like CGI animated? Like where
It's like CGI.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
think I
it's
know what
I'm
you're
pretty
right.
sure it's Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
But now on such a again, I think I mentioned this before, where I love knowing what happened in your childhood or your timeline.
Sure.
The events that change the way you think or the way that you perceive things.
Yeah.
And this Christmas Carol is like a perfect example because it goes through like his old relationships.
Yes.
Why he's always, what changed, what really shifted his demeanor, and why he became the Grinch essentially.
Sure.
And that's one of them I gotta watch every
Christmas Carol, Scrooged is one with Bill Murray. That's kind of a modern take on that. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
So Ebenezer
Okay.
Scrooge kind of thing, but in a modern take. I mean, given this is kind of this movie happened years ago,
Okay.
but
Okay.
kind of a modern take on that. Bill Murray is one of my faves. So, I remember that one. This is kind of a reach here, but do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
You can't ask me that, Joe.
If you have not seen Die Hard, you need to get out of here right now.
Does Die Hard 7 count, or what's the last one? What I've only seen like the 6th, 5th. I don't know what it was.
The one with Samuel Jackson? You didn't even see that one.
No, the one where he saves his daughter.
Oh yeah, okay. That's like
yeah. I'm in the boat at least.
No. Was Bruce Willis still there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Die Hard 1. Okay, so Die Hard 1. There's this argument online, and everybody's either for it or against it of if it is a Christmas movie or not. And I'm a hardcore proponent of it is, mainly because it takes place on Christmas Eve. Okay.
How can it not be then?
Right. It takes place on Christmas
Yeah.
Eve. At the spoiler alert. I mean, again, movie is ancient, so if you haven't seen it already, tough shit. But Bruce Willis's character, John McClane, he's a cop, and he's on his way from New York to L.A. His estranged wife is out there. She invited him out there, and he is basically trying to save his marriage. So, what's more Christmas than trying to save your marriage, man?
Now I have to watch it.
It's like a Christmas miracle, and I mean, shenanigans ensue, and multiple lives are lost. There are some classic lines in there that I will let you watch and
Sounds
interpret.
exciting.
But it's a great action movie, but 100% a Christmas movie.
This is the first one.
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, the second one is around Christmas too, but the first one is 100% a Christmas movie.
It's gotta have been released in December.
Oh yeah. I gotta check that. But
It would not make sense to.
no.
It's a Christmas movie, though. What's the argument on the other side?
Because it's just an action movie and it just takes place around Christmas, and there's not a lot of quote unquote traditional Christmas themes. But once again, I feel like it is.
Was there ice skating at any point, Joe?
No ice skating. Definitely Christmas trees. Definitely lights.
Okay.
I believe one of the lines in there was "Ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun," which is one of the greatest lines of all time. So yes.
Based off of this information, I would call it a Christmas movie.
I think so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Another one for me is You've Got Mail.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You've Got Mail?
That's good. You've Got Mail is good. Yep.
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Okay.
Which is funny because the other one is the same people. Can you guess that?
Sleepless in Seattle.
Yep.
You got it. For
Sleepless
sure.
in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think that's a Christmas movie, but to me it is.
Hey, as long as you feel it, right?
There's a portion. I think it's Christmas is in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But those are 3 movies that that I always have to watch.
For sure.
Christmas Carol, Sleepless in Seattle, and Serendipity.
Good ones.
And You've Got Mail. Sorry.
Yeah. And then now Die Hard, right?
Well, now that I know it's To Save a Marriage on Christmas.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
So I know we talked about Christmas gifts and whatnot. So how's your holiday shopping going?
Non-existent.
Yeah, man. Hey, this year's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. I think that it's gotten more difficult the further we get into the relationship and marriage, because we're at a point where like we both
You get what you want.
Exactly. You know, you need something, get it. You know, like again, we talked about us, kind of sharing our finances. We also share an Amazon account, so I can't surprise her.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get this in secret, and hopefully it'll get here.
You don't see the information.
Yeah. She got that email too, by the way. Yeah. So now she knows what is under the tree. So that is always difficult for me.
Yeah.
She surprised me. I came home and she's just like, "Oh, I got your gift," and it was wrapped up around. I'm like, "Oh crap! I didn't see any email about that." She actually surprised me.
She knows. Yeah, she knows how to do it. Yeah.
I don't know though, but I don't know what it is.
Is it long? Might be a gun.
Ooh, doubt it. But we'll see. But I don't know. It's most likely like a garden tool.
You'd probably be stoked though, right?
I would, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm all about garden life and my lawn life here.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you have an idea what you want to get?
Yeah, she mentioned something,
Okay.
and again, like as you said, it's perfectly agree with that, because now you just get what you want. When we not need, but you just get what you want.
For sure.
It's hard to surprise her, because even when we were dating, she was, she wasn't banking, but she had the better job, and
right.
Definitely got paid more.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, I don't know what to get you, because you just get what you want.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had to dig in my emotional bank and try to, get her things
Something
that aren't sentimental.
Hey, no, man, that's always appreciated though. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you have in your head that you want, or
materialistic?
Yeah.
It was funny because this morning or last night I was looking at camera bags.
Okay.
I mean, there's always something that I would like to have. And she asked me what I wanted, but I was like, I don't know. We have everything we want and need. And so I just sent her this side bag for one of my point and shoot cameras.
Got it.
But it's nothing like that's not gonna, you know what I mean? Like I'm super happy and super grateful for, I'm sure you are too. But it's nice to get what we give them on the list.
I know. I've been dropping some hints. I'm like, hey, I don't know why, but at 44 years old, I want a BMX bike. Everyone's just like, when I've talked to some serious friends that are actually really into biking, they're like, oh, you want a mountain bike or 10 speed? I'm like, nah, man, I want a BMX bike.
I want the grind bars.
Exactly. I'm trying to do some tricks here.
Yeah.
And I don't see any bike under the tree. So,
hey man, the skate park is right there too.
I know. She straight up told me, she's like, you're gonna die, and I'm like, wow, we're at that.
That's so interesting.
Like I can see if she's like, don't skydive or don't I don't know, but she's like, you can't even ride a bike now. I'm like, wow, am I that old? I can't even ride a bike. She's afraid I'm gonna die.
We'll get Jay on the training wheels, right?
I know.
When was the last time you rode a bike?
It's been a minute. I rode one in Colorado with my niece, and she had a good laugh because I really, really had a hard time for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think I would have a hard time too.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
But give us 10 minutes, we're good to go.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Speaking of gifts, I actually pulled up a list here of just some of the top gifts according to the interwebs.
The interwebs.
Yeah, I'm not going to give websites.
Don't disappoint us.
We've said too much already on this podcast already. But anyway, so according to this list, the number one gifts, and I had to check the year. I was like, what year is this? This is 2023?
Yeah, because it all sounds the same.
Yeah. Well, they're saying, so they're saying AirPod Maxes.
Didn't that come out like 2 years ago, right?
It's been a minute. It's almost 3 years. It's still got a lightning connector. It's not even USB-C. I can go on and on. It is a good product. Don't get me wrong. But they got that at the top of the list. I'll be honest with you. I think that TikTok kind of pushed
Blew
that sales further.
Sure.
It was sitting on the shelves for a minute, and then I think like people on TikTok were just like, "Oh, these are awesome," and then all of a sudden they've just been flying. So I know they've been selling quite a bit, hypothetically. But yeah, so that's one of the big ones. Another thing that people have been buying, and actually Tristan bought one. You heard of these candle warmers?
Candle warmers.
Yeah. So instead of lighting your candle,
Okay.
of course, the open flame could be potentially dangerous if you like leave the house, right? So it's basically a heating lamp. You put your candle underneath, it melts the wax, so you get the smell of a candle, but it's not an open flame.
So it's a heater.
It's right there, my friend. Yeah.
Wait,
you
which
see
one?
that?
Which
You see that thing on the table there? It's like that little lamp on the table.
Wait, which table are we looking at?
That round table right over there.
Round table. Oh, okay, guys. I see it.
Yeah, so it
Kind of
just
like the
it
Beauty
just,
and the Beast rose.
You got
thing.
it.
Okay,
It just heats it up,
Ah.
and it melts the wax, and then you get the smell of the candle without the flame.
We'll have a link at the description.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I don't know. Are you a candle guy?
Yeah, we have candles around.
Hey,
Yeah,
man, not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Not a bad
no.
idea.
I got that. I got that in the mail one day. I'm like, what is this? And then apparently that's that. So it's good. I mean, we can let
That's
that
pretty
run.
sick.
It's
Yeah.
smart because you can let it run, no flame, so you can let it go, and then
so
it won't burn
funny.
your house down. So that's important, right?
I was at the living room today.
Yeah.
I was at the living room. It's like, we're like, I walk out and it's a living room. It's not, but yeah, I was in the living room today.
yeah.
And not today, yesterday, I told Josh, hey, Josh, I said, hey, hun, did you light that up? And she's like, oh, yeah. But it's like on the TV stand.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, Zozo. Like,
Yeah.
Zozo's going to touch it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sorry, I left that. I turned it on today. Okay, I was just making sure.
For sure.
But now that I'm
Candles are
thinking of
scary.
it,
Yeah.
I
No,
was
that's
like,
why. That's a good one. Okay.
That's
There you
solid.
go.
Cool.
Hey,
Good to know.
Good
to know.
ideas. Add that to the
Link
list.
below.
Yeah. Another one, and no specific brand, but the pillow slippers, pillow slides. Slides are kind of a big one right now.
Yeah, I think ever since last year that started becoming like a trend. Yeah.
Yeah, you big on slides? You still on the Croc wave?
I mean, I got the Birks and I got the Crocs. Now I got the Croc slippers.
Oh,
Sandals for mainlanders.
Gotcha.
But yeah, those slippers have been like, they're prime, bro.
Right.
They're prime. Yeah.
It's funny because I remember when I was in growing up, like you would wear like the Adidas or the
Adidas
Fila slides with socks, right? High socks, and then now I feel like that's just kind of the dress code. A lot of people are just wearing slides now.
Yeah,
But,
comfort over looks, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, but it's kind of high fashion now.
It
apparently,
is,
right?
yeah.
Running around with that. So,
But there's that. There's a Adidas one that I'm sure you've seen it. It looks like there's like little grooves here and there, but it's kind of like the pillowy slides.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of versions of them now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, talking about slides, you got the Kirkland ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. Another big one, just skincare in general. Is that a good present?
I feel like this list is like the same one each year.
It is. I know.
Okay, skincare. I'm kind of big on skincare.
I know you got a whole routine, right?
I got a routine.
Yeah.
I got certain products.
Do you share with Josh, or you got your own?
Oh no, I got my own.
Oh, look at this guy.
But I don't venture off to different products a lot. So I have my set like things.
Yeah. So if you got skincare for Christmas, would you be like, "Oh, that's a good gift"?
Probably not, because I have my.
Oh, are you particular? You're
I'm
particular.
particular.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Like,
just because it works for me.
Yeah. For sure. I am very new to the skincare routine.
Does Tristan put you on it?
Oh, she forced me onto it. 100%.
Okay, what's your night look like, Gil? After.
Okay, so my night before would be like, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed. I just brush my teeth and then I would go to bed. I thought like the only time I would ever wash my face is if I were in the shower, and I would just put some hot water on there. Okay, so now my skincare routine.
Listen up, boys.
Yeah. So like, I gotta wash my face.
Okay.
And then this is a big thing. So apparently I was really puffy and had a lot of inflammation. A lot of it's just due to poor sleep, but now I do the gua sho. You know, like where the Chinese, you get the thing, and I didn't even know any of that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, gua sho me some results and maybe I'll do it. So
how long were you holding on for that?
I was holding on to that joke for a minute. But
Well played.
Yeah,
Well deserved.
yeah. So there's that, and then yeah, just moisturizing and SPF, man. Like you don't realize how
You gotta
important it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm getting older. I'm really so the reason why I didn't like a lot of skin products is I'm naturally oily. And I thought like the more stuff on my face, it's just gonna feel oily. But then
Gotcha.
when I realized was when I'm not hydrated and I'm not putting all this stuff on,
Okay.
your skin just looks more saggy. You know what I mean? In general, like there's just not as much elasticity to the skin. So
Sure.
I have noticed a difference. So again, shout out to Tristan. She was
Yeah.
right. But yeah, there you go. Right?
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so if you buy me some skincare, anybody,
Hey,
I will
come
take
on.
that for Christmas. Let's see, another one. Portable projector. What's your thoughts on those?
My immediate thought is that they were looking for something that's expensive so that they could buy
For sure.
they could use our link and then they could get the commission for it.
Yeah,
I was like, who needs a portable projector?
when I think about like that kind of stuff, when I think about like, okay, so when you think about technology, again, I think because you and I are kind of like technology nerds and snobs,
Yep.
it's such a personal thing. You're like, I want to do the research, right?
Yeah.
So whenever somebody gives technology as a gift, I mean, let's be honest, unless it's like an Apple product, I mean, for the most part, you're kind of like, where'd you get this, Brookstone? You know what I mean? It's usually one of those specialty stores where it's just like, cool, I wanted a robotic dog. You know what I mean?
Yo, I cringe at myself because I got my cousin, who was so generous to me during our wedding.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to get him something, but at the time, I was just I wasn't making money.
Yeah, no,
So,
fair.
Dropped by Best Buy and got him some weird what do you call it? Smartwatch
Okay.
that probably doesn't use it.
Not an Apple Watch though.
No, no.
Ray,
And
shame
so
on you.
I cringe, bro. I'm like, why did I even get him this? I should just give him. I think it was better off just saying thank you, like, and not giving anything.
Yeah.
But hopefully he understood that it was a thought that counts.
Yeah. I mean, there's the okay. So aside from Apple Watch, what's
Yep.
the other one that everybody uses? Fitbit, right?
There's Fitbit and the Galaxies, but who wants that?
Gotcha. And it wasn't one of those three.
No, it wasn't one of them. Bro, it was trash. Yeah.
Oh, Ray.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. He was the one that got me into watches too.
Oh man.
So
I hope you gave a gift.
I gotta get one of these days. Yeah, when these big names start sponsoring us. Then
There you go. Right. This is one that's kind of I've seen pop up very recently. Stanley drinkware.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't seen that? You're not okay. So I unfortunately get inundated with TikTok because of Tristan. I don't have
Sure.
TikTok, but apparently on TikTok, Stanley is the wave. Like everybody, all of a sudden, is just like, oh, this is the best cup ever. It's like an insulated cup, right?
Hold up, bro.
Yeah.
I was thinking, was this a collab with Stan Lee?
No.
was like,
I
I was like, wait, what is this? What are you talking about?
No. Not Stan Lee. Stanley. Yeah. Completely different.
No, that's I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I do know Stanley. I got Josh Stanley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She loves that cup.
It was big on, like you said, TikTok,
right? Right.
In the
For
nurse
sure.
community. It was huge.
Got it.
There was at one point you couldn't get them.
There was a video that went viral. There was somebody left their cup in the car caught on fire, cup survived, car totally demolished. I don't know.
I mean, that's marketing.
Possibly. From what I heard, they bought that person a new car. Stanley, the brand. Yeah.
Hey, that's a crazy move.
That is crazy. So
That's
I'm
a
all
good
like, if
move.
you want to do an insurance scam, ladies and gentlemen, just put a Stanley.
Yeah. Yo.
But yeah,
that's a good play on the business, though.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many different drinkware out there. I mean, without dropping names, you know where we stand at this house, right? So yeah. But yeah, that's apparently a big one. Let me do one more here.
Yeah.
Let's find one more. Oh, this one's good. Okay, so apparently a big gift this year is the Breville Bambino Plus, and I know you are a coffee guy.
I
So
think
talk about it.
we have that one particular
Okay.
one. I think it's Bambino Plus. I think this is great for anyone that's getting into coffee.
Okay.
That wants that don't want to spend on Starbucks anymore.
Okay.
Or any third
So
wave coffee.
this is gonna do cappuccinos. This is gonna do everything.
Yeah, this is gonna do Americanos,
Okay.
shots, all the drinks.
Gotcha.
The thing is with that one, you realize that you're starting a hobby and not just like an actual saving money kind of
Got
thing. Because the deeper you get into these machines, the more you realize. I don't want to speak for other. I want to speak for myself. And the more I got into the coffee world, was the more I realized I needed better equipment.
Okay. Gotcha.
But it did its job. I still use it today as my main espresso machine. I think everyone should try it out.
Okay.
If they have the means to. I think it's a great machine, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So any
Okay.
coffee lovers, I think if you're getting your spouse something,
Is it moderately priced? What are we talking here?
I got it on sale. Normally it's about like 1,100, 12. That might be a different model.
Gotcha.
But we got ours about like $304 off or something.
Okay,
like that.
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not the Keurig crowd here. It's a step above
Let me break down the tier. You got the Keurig.
Yep.
You got the Nespressos.
Okay.
You got the Brevils.
Okay.
And then you start getting into like other high-end ones, Rancilios, what else? They just higher end
Got it.
models.
Got
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, good, awesome gift though. Hey, we saved a lot because we calculated how much Starbucks we bought.
Yeah.
And how much we have to use the machine in order to make up for the machine itself.
Nice.
Took us like 3.5, 4 months.
Well, there you go, right?
We're making 2 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Very
So yeah,
cool.
pretty good pick. I think it's a good pick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, some gift ideas from the boys here.
Gift ideas from the boys.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talked about tradition, talked about songs, movies, Christmas shopping, and now I want to talk about what are you looking forward to this next year?
This next year,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking forward to change. I got some changes coming up at work that will reveal itself as it comes, but also just change in general, man. I mean, I look at how amazing this year was for me and my family, for Tristan and I. And I'm just very grateful. I think a good way to kind of close this pod out would be just kind of talking about some of the things that we're grateful for. But I'm looking forward to change in the best way possible for 2024. What about yourself?
With Zozo, every season is different and new, and I'm just looking forward to raising her up to be the best to best of our ability.
For sure.
I mean, just a lot to be grateful for. I mean, this moment here is not enough to go down the list. There's a huge list. But I think for change, I'm just excited to see what the new year brings.
For sure.
A bunch of new things that I could talk about all day, but I think for the moment is just family. Just grateful for family.
Nice. Closing it out, is there any shout outs you want to do as we
for this podcast, all the people that have been listening, and I look at the statistics on YouTube and analytics. I like those things
for sure.
And I don't know, just knowing that 10 people watch the podcast, 15 people watch the podcast, 400 people watch the shorts. I don't know. As long as we're providing some type of entertainment or value, I'm stoked. I mean, even just hanging out and spending time with you, and potentially other people in the future.
For sure.
It's just grateful for people that click on the clips.
Definitely. I already how I feel about you, brother. Thankful for you for sure. I wanna shout out our wives. They come up quite a bit on this podcast. My wife actually asked when she's gonna be a guest on here, and I'm like,
set it up.
That will be the first NC-17 version of this episode. But yeah, my wife, she wowed. But yeah, both of our wives, number one for being understanding of our time here. Time together, unfortunately, is sometimes time away from them, but they appreciate that this means a lot to us, and they are the subject of a lot of things that we talk about.
We talk about
for sure. But we love them very much.
Yeah,
both of our wives. Specifically, just a couple of names. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention. Mainly because I want to see if they listen all the way through here. But just shouting out a couple of people. People that have reached out that have been awesome. Friends, coworkers, just loved ones that I really appreciate. My boy Curtis, friend of mine Mike. From the Big Island, my homegirl Tammy, another one of my friends Reese, who reached out very recently and talked to me about how much he enjoyed the podcast. My homegirl Rihanna, our boy Nick, obviously, my friend Tyler, and then another one of my boys Sam, who gave us a 5-star rating and said that we have a 3-star podcast. So shout out to Sam for that one. But yeah, very specific people that I really want to give gratitude to, that have really shown love and have been listening. So even if it's just that short list of the people that are listening, that's all that matters to me, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of the end of season 1.
Yeah, hey, we made 10 episodes. This is episode 10. I know that when we started this off, we didn't really have any intention, and we just thought we'd see where it goes. But I'll be honest with you, this has kind of exceeded expectations for me. I'm excited to see what we can do in the new year.
Yep.
But I think this is a great way to cap off season 1 with a Christmas episode here.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of ideas that we got, guys.
For sure.
It's brewing, and we'll see what 2024 brings.
Oh, most definitely.
So yeah, again, guys, Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah. Hey, Merry Christmas. Peace.
Shoots.